Hi, and welcome to today's tutorial. In this video, we're going to talk about how to use Krikey AI animation for social media and marketing. If you have a brand mascot, you probably need to create a lot of content in different sizes for Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, your website, your newsletter, pitch presentations, and more. How do you take your brand mascot and make it work in all these different file formats and aspect ratios? In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can use AI animation tools with your brand mascot to achieve all of your content goals. And if you stick around till the end, we will also cover how to make an original music video with your brand mascot. So for today's video, we're going to enter the Krikey AI animation video editor, and you can enter this video editor on a free trial directly in your web browser. Simply visit krikey.ai and you will find your way here. And once you're in the video editor, you'll see this text box where you can type in a prompt to generate your first video template. And for my video today, I'm going to make a pitch video promoting the Horseshoe Grill. So let's imagine that's my business and I will need to make social media content, pitch videos, maybe I need to make some images for my newsletter. So I'm going to make a pitch video promoting the Horseshoe Grill. Now I could also select my character before I actually generate the video. So I'll click and I'll come back out here. I'll click view more options here on the right. And this will give me a library of characters that are pre-made that I could select from. I can also customize my character, or if I already have a brand mascot, you can email support@krikey.com and we'll help you get your character into this tool so you can animate with your personal brand mascot. Since this is the Horseshoe Grill, I'm going to select the horse. This horse is 1 credit. I have credits, so I'm just going to unlock it. And now I've selected my horse, so I know what character is going to be in my video. And then I'll come over here on the right, I'll click the create button. And while this video is creating, I can talk through a little bit of what we're about to do. We're going to enter the video editor, and then we're going to be able to look at the video template that was generated using AI, and then we can actually customize it. Krikey AI offers the ability to have full creative control over whatever video you generate. So once we see the video, we can change the facial expressions, the animation, the dialogue, the backgrounds, even the camera angles, and the character itself. Krikey AI automatically rigs every 3D character, so it is compatible for full body motion, facial animation, and lip sync instantly. And this is fantastic because you can very easily switch between characters if you need to for any of your marketing content. So now I have my video template and I can play back my video template to see what it sounds like.
Discover the magic of outdoor cooking with the Horseshoe Grill. Designed for flavor enthusiasts, it offers the perfect blend of style and performance. Enjoy even heat distribution and create memorable moments around the grill. Ignite your culinary creativity today.
So that's helpful. Now I have a video template. I can edit this however I want, and let's get started. So on the left side, we can see that we have a chat agent. So I can actually start my editing process here because it's a little bit faster. So I'll click on first, customize facial expressions. I really want my character to be happy, so I'll probably click the happy expression, and now it is smiling. So that's helpful. It was very quick to do that. If I just scroll back up here, I can see there are lots of other facial expressions that I could choose from, and I can always come back and change this later if I wanted to. Next, I want to customize my script. And when I customize my script, I can change what the character is saying and also the voice with which it's speaking. So let's take a look first at the script here. So discover the magic of outdoor cooking with the Horseshoe Grill. Let's change, instead of enjoy even heat distribution, let's just say create memorable moments around the grill. So we're shortening it a little bit. I need it a little shorter so it's not too long of a video. And now I can come down here and listen to some voices.
Hello, my voice can be used with many languages. Want to try?
Hello, my voice can be used with many languages. Want to try?
So you can click on any of these voices and listen to them. You could even type in here what sort of voice you want and generate a custom voice. I'm going to go with Wes. So we can now save our script and generate it with this voice. And I'm going to click this button here to do that. And now I have my video with a new voice, and let's play it back.
Discover the magic of outdoor cooking with the Horseshoe Grill. Designed for flavor enthusiasts, it offers the perfect blend of style and performance. Create memorable moments around the grill. Ignite your culinary creativity today. Discover the magic.
So this is a nicer voice. I like it a lot better. It sounds more like the character I wanted to create. Now let's work on the background. So we can see here, this does look like a little picnic table with a horseshoe in the background. I really like this one. Now down on the bottom, I can see all the clips, and I can see there's a word here that says backgrounds, and there are 2 backgrounds. This vertical line is my timeline marker, and if I hold on it and I drag it to the right, I can see what the other background looks like. Now this background I don't love quite as much, and so I think I might want to change it. So if I come over to my chat agent on the left, I want to say, change my background. So I'll type that in here, hit enter, and let's see. So it tells me, as I can see on my timeline, that I do have 2 backgrounds. And I actually want to replace the second background here. So I'm going to click on that one, and it gives me a few choices. I can add a 3D background. I can upload an image. Maybe I have an image of my Horseshoe Grill that I could upload for the background. I could generate a new image using AI. I think I'm going to choose a 3D background. So I'm going to select that, and then I can scroll through the options here and see what's available. So I think I might want to use, maybe I want to use this one. It looks very colorful and pretty. That's nice. I like the colors on that. So let's say maybe I don't want that background. I want to delete it. So how do I delete a background? Maybe I just want this background throughout the entire video. So I come over on the right. I can see that I have 2 backgrounds. I'm going to select the second one by clicking on it, and then I'm going to click on the trash icon. And now I've deleted that background and we have a black background now because there is no background. So if I want my original background to go all the way to the end of the video, I come to this earlier clip and I can click on the end of it and drag it out all the way to the end. And so now this one background appears on the entire video. So that's perfect. Now let's work on animations. So if I scroll up on the timeline here, and actually I'm going to click on this far right button called Expand Timeline so we can take a look at it. This timeline shows me every creative element of my video on a different row. The first row is animation. This is the body motion of the character. Second is backgrounds. Third is camera angles, lights, narrator, dialogue, facial expressions, right hand, left hand. In the case of my horse mascot, it doesn't have fingers, so the hand gestures don't matter quite as much, but those are things that you could edit. So now let's look at animation. So I'm going to minimize my timeline again. And the first animation is this cute little dance, but I actually wonder if I might want this host intro animation to be first. So I can actually grab onto the first animation, drag it all the way to the right and leave it there for a second. I can grab the second animation, which I really liked, and I can drag it all the way to the beginning. Now, let's say I want to add some animations. So I'll come over to my chat agent on the left and type in the word animations. So now it says I have two animations. Do I want to edit them? So let's say I do want to edit this horse one. And maybe I want to try, let's see what it gives me on my shelf here. Maybe I want to try this twist dance. That looks fun. So now I'm going to drag this animation back over and line it up with all my other clips. I'm going to drag my marker to the beginning and I'm going to play this back.
Discover the magic of outdoor cooking with the Horseshoe Grill. Designed for flavor enthusiasts, it offers the perfect blend of style and performance. Create memorable moments around the grill. Ignite your culinary creativity today. Discover the magic.
Great, I like that. I'm going to just come back over to my background for a second because I see that there's these black bars on the top and bottom. So if I click on it, I can actually drag these slider bars to resize the image. So I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, and I might even move it a little bit to the right so that I can see the picnic bench and the horseshoe shape behind my character. Now I've got a video that I like. And one more thing I want to do is I want to move my character. So I come over to the right and there's a button here that says Move Character. So I click that. I want to move this character up a little bit. I want to make it bigger. Maybe I want to move it a little left. And I also want to work on my camera angle. So I actually only need one camera angle for this video. So I'm going to look on my camera row here. I'm going to select the second camera angle, click the trash icon to delete it, and drag out this single camera angle from the beginning. Now let's take a look here. I think this looks great. So if I did want to change any of the angles on my camera, I could click on this camera angle here and it'll give me a menu of options. And I could slide the camera up or down. I can slide it left or right. I can even change the camera distance from the character. I can zoom or move the camera back. In this case, I'm going to move it right here. And I have lots of ways I can adjust the camera. I can even choose to have the camera looking at the back of the character, left or right. And this gives me more granular creative control as I'm making my video. Now I'm ready to export my video. So I come up to the download button on the top right. I can click here and I have different options. I can export a video, I can export a GIF, I can even export FBX files, which are used for video games, AR experiences, VR experiences, anything that requires a 3D engine. For the most part, if you're a social media marketing team trying to create video content, you'll most likely be exporting a video or a GIF. The other thing that you can export are images. So I'm going to come over here on my top bar to the capture button. And when I click the capture button, I get this box and I can drag and drop the box all the way around my character. So let's say I want my character in this pose. Maybe I even want the whole horseshoe behind him. And this is the image that I want to use on Instagram, or this is the image I want to use on my newsletter or on my website. And I can actually just click capture right here, this button, and export a high resolution image of my character in this pose. Now let's say I want to take a different pose from my video. I can, down here on the bottom, I can drag my timeline marker and pick a different pose. I can even drag my box around the character to move it. And I can select transparent background. Just toggling transparent background on means I will export a high resolution image of this character with a transparent background, which means I can place this character on top of an image I've created elsewhere. Maybe that's an image of my actual restaurant. Maybe that's an image on my website or in my newsletter, or maybe it's my pitch presentation. So it's very easy to export high resolution images from the Krikey AI animation tool. So you have a full suite of marketing tools available to you here. You can download videos, you can download GIFs, you can download high resolution images, and most importantly for social media, up here on the top left, we can click the resize button and we can instantly resize it for any aspect ratio on any social platform. And I can scroll through here and I see Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, and I can choose any of these. And let's say, for example, I choose Instagram story. I can click the resize video button and it'll give me these bars on the left and the right. So I can see, does my character fit inside the limitations of the Instagram story size? And clearly it doesn't in this case. So what I would do is I would click on my character, or I would click on the Move Character button and then move my character slightly to the right. He's still a little big, he's still coming out of frame, so I might size him down a little bit in order for him to fit inside the Instagram Stories window here. Now I can export this story and he would fit inside the whole time. And this is perfect for my Instagram channel. I can always resize to any other aspect ratio and I would be able to see the size with the bars directly inside the browser window here before I export. Now let's say my business requires speaking to people in other languages or reaching a global audience. I can instantly translate this video in a single click into any other language. So let's say I want to translate this into Spanish. So I can click Spanish. There are lots of voices that I could choose from. And let's say we can stick with Liam and we'll listen to what this voice sounds like by clicking Preview Voice.
Hola, esta es mi voz.
And I can even try a few other voices.
Hola, esta es mi voz.
And then I would click Quick Translate and this entire video would become Spanish with this voice in a few seconds. And then I can export that video. So it's very easy to create multiple videos with your brand mascot, GIFs with your brand mascot, and high resolution images that you can use for social media and marketing. Now let's say this is the bonus part that we want to create some music videos with our brand mascot. So I can, on the left side, come down to the music icon here and click on that. I can click Generate AI Music. And let's say I want to make a country song about the Horseshoe Grill, inviting people to join this weekend. And maybe I want this video to be about 11 seconds, and I'm going to toggle on Add Singing Vocals. And let's generate, we'll click Generate Custom Music here. Now our custom music has been generated, and it's automatically been added to our timeline here on the bottom right. Now what we can see is we already had some dialogue, so the vocal track has been added to the right of that, but our music track is under our dialogue. So I'm going to expand our timeline for a second so we can fix this. In this case, because I want a pure music video, I'm going to select the original dialogue track, and I'm going to click the trash icon to delete it. I'm going to select the music vocals and drag them to the left so they are on top of the music that we just generated. I'm going to minimize my timeline, and let's drag our marker to the beginning, and then click the play button.
Down at the Horseshoe Grill. Come on down this weekend, y'all.
And that was very cute. So we've got now a music video that I could post to social media, I could put in my newsletter, and I can use in my marketing materials. So this is a quick summary, a quick tutorial on how you can use the Krikey AI animation tool directly in your browser window to animate your brand mascot across a variety of different file formats. If you've already got your own brand mascot, you can always email our team to have it added to your account inside of Krikey. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial, and we hope to see you in the Krikey animation video editor.
Down at the Horseshoe Grill.